Good morning, students. In our previous video, we started the topic GST returns. We also discussed the different types of GST returns and due date thereof. In today's video, we will discuss the late fees for the late filing of the return. As is visible on your screen, that the taxpayer will have to pay a late fees of rupees 200 per day. The law has fixed a maximum late fees of rupees 5000 for each return being filed under each act. Next, we are looking late fees for nil filers. A total of rupees 100 late fees for every day of delay has to be paid. Next, we are discussing matching of ITC. As we know that inward supplies are matched with outward supplies. So you can see on your screen that inward supply is matched. If it is not matched and if it is matched, यदि मैच हो जाती हैं तो it is communicated in GST MIS 1. इफ़ इट इज़ नॉट मैच्ड तो दो पॉसिबिलिटीज़ हैं, या तो ये एक्सेस में होगी या डुप्लीकेशन में होगी. यदि डुप्लीकेशन में है सो दिस इज़ कम्युनिकेटेड टू रेसिपिएंट इन GST MIS 1. यदि ये एक्सेस में है देन इट इज़ कम्युनिकेटेड टू रेसिपिएंट person claiming ITC in GST MIS 1 and communicated to supplier in GST MIS 2. And then a correction is done either by the supplier or the recipient in return for the month in which discrepancy is communicated. यदि ये हो जाती है करेक्शन तो फाइनल एक्सेप्टेंस इन GST MIS 1 is done. If it is not done, then it is added in output tax liability in GSTR 3 of the recipient and return for the month succeeding the month in which discrepancy is communicated, and final acceptance in GST MIS 1 is made. Next topic we will take GST practitioners. The GST Act allows for the appointment of GST practitioners by the registered person. रजिस्टर्ड पर्सन चाहें तो ऑथराइज कर सकते हैं GST प्रैक्टिशनर्स को, जिससे कि वो उनकी डिटेल्स फर्निश कर सकें रिगार्डिंग आउटवर्ड सप्लाईज, इनवर्ड सप्लाईज एंड रिटर्न अंडर सेक्शन 39. Next, we will look at the procedure to get registered as GST practitioners. Different steps are included, like the step 1 says make application in GST PCT 1. Step 2, authorized officer shall, after making inquiry about the eligibility, issue the certificate in GST PCT 2. Online list of GST practitioners is displayed and it is maintained on the common portal in form GST PCT 5. Online authority by registered person. Any registered person at his option authorize a GST practitioner on the common portal in the form GST PCT 6 or any time withdraw such authorization in the form GST PCT 7. And the GST practitioner so authorized shall be allowed to undertake such task as indicated in form GST PCT 6 during the period of authorization. तो यानी कि कोई भी रजिस्टर्ड पर्सन चाहे तो कभी भी ऑथराइज भी कर सकता है और इस अथॉरिटी को विड्रॉ भी कर सकता है. Then next, statement furnished by tax practitioner. Where a statement required to be furnished by a registered person has been furnished by the practitioner authorized by him, a confirmation shall be sought from the registered person over email or SMS, and the statement furnished by the GST practitioner shall be made available to the registered person. तो जो भी कुछ GST practitioner on the behalf of registered person स्टेटमेंट देता है वो रजिस्टर्ड पर्सन से वेरीफाई होनी चाहिए. नेक्स्ट वी आर लुकिंग एट हु कैन एनरोल एज GST प्रैक्टिशनर. The conditions are he is citizen of India, he is a person of sound mind, he is not adjudicated as insolvent, and he has not been convicted by a competent court. Similarly, next, the work experience or educational requirement for application of enrollment as GSTP. includes a graduate or postgraduate in commerce, law, banking, including higher auditing, business administration, or business management from any Indian university or recognized foreign university. CACS or CMA. Next, the work experience or education requirement for the application. इसमें हम इंक्लूड करते हैं अ रिटायर्ड ऑफिसर ऑफ द कमर्शियल टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एनी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट और ऑफ CBEC गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हु हैज़ वर्कड इन अ पोस्ट ऑफ ग्रुप बी और हायर गेस्टेड ऑफिसर फॉर अ मिनिमम पीरियड ऑफ 2 years. A tax return preparer or a sales tax practitioner registered under existing law for a period of not less than 5 years. Next, we are looking at the activities which can be undertaken by GSTP on behalf of registered person. These are important. These are also known as functions to be performed by GSTP. The GSTP may furnish the details of outward and inward supplies, furnish monthly, quarterly or annual or final return, make deposit for credit into the electronic cash ledger, file a claim for refund, file an application for amendment or cancellation of registration. So these are the various functions to be performed by GSTP as per the authorization. So with this we come to an end to our topic, that is GST return as well as GSTP, covered in an easy to understand manner. Thank you.